You are going to die. Not in some vague, distant future, but in the very tangible moment when your heart finally ceases to beat. This isn't a warning or a threat. It's the simplest, most undeniable truth of existence. Every breath you draw, every heartbeat you feel, is a reminder of life's transient nature. In our busy lives, we often shield ourselves from this reality by distracting our minds and busying our souls. But tonight, let us pause and embrace this fundamental truth. Imagine the vast universe, where the stars burn for eons while our lives flicker like tiny sparks. In that brief spark lies the mystery of being and the bittersweet beauty of impermanence. We are both finite and paradoxically meaningful in our fleeting existence. As you sit with these words, let the truth of your mortality wash over you, not with despair, but with the clarity and wisdom it brings. Despite the certainty of our mortality, we live as if we are immune to death. We immerse ourselves in the endless pursuit of success, wealth, and recognition, all to defy the finality that awaits us. In our minds, these achievements create a legacy, a myth of immortality that shields us from facing our own end. Yet, the truth remains that no amount of fame or fortune can alter the quiet, relentless march toward oblivion. The laughter, the celebrations, and the grand plans all dissolve when measured against the infinite canvas of time. Reflect on those moments when you felt invincible, perhaps in the thrill of youth or the burst of ambition. They were beautiful diversions, yet, deep down, you sensed the silent whisper of mortality pressing in. Today, let's uncover the paradox of human desire, the desperate chase for meaning in a finite life. Why do we so fervently avoid the thought of our own demise? Death is the final frontier that we continually push away with busy schedules, digital distractions, and endless to-do lists. Yet, within the contemplation of death lies the opportunity to truly understand the essence of our lusts or lives. When we confront the fear of death, we begin to see our choices, our passions, and our relationships in a clearer light. It strips away the superficial and forces us to ask the profound questions. What truly matters? What legacy do we wish to leave behind? In facing this dark truth, many find not despair, but a liberation that can spark greater creativity and depth in living. Today, dare to look death in the eyes, and you may discover a hidden courage and the real freedom in knowing you are mortal. Throughout history, great minds have faced death with both reverence and defiance. The Stoics counseled, "Remember, you will die," urging us to find meaning in every fleeting moment. Eastern philosophies and ancient rites embraced death as a transition rather than an end, a doorway to renewal. The wisdom of the ancients teaches us that in accepting our mortality, we unlock a deeper connection to life itself. It is in the acceptance of our impermanence that we find true freedom, to live without regret, to cherish each day, and to create a life of purpose. Let these timeless lessons guide you, igniting a spark that illuminates the path through the inevitable darkness. Memento mori. Remember that you will die, not as a morbid fixation, but as a call to truly live. Every moment is precious precisely because it is finite. This awareness should not paralyze us with fear, but propel us into savoring every experience. How would your days change if you knew that each one might be your last? What risks would you take? What passions would you pursue more fiercely? Let the knowledge of our mortality motivate you to seek greatness in small moments, to build memories and connections that defy the erosion of time. When we finally accept that death is not an enemy to be feared but a natural part of life, something remarkable happens. The weight of expected permanence lifts. In its place, there emerges an unexpected clarity and resolve, an urge to live more authentically and purposefully. Embrace the impermanence of your existence, and you will find that every act, every decision gains an amplified meaning. This acceptance transforms regret into gratitude, fear into courage, and routine into a celebration of life's fragility. We yearn for immortality through the legacies we leave behind. Yet, every monument, every recorded memory, fades with time. Our stories are told, forgotten, and then retold anew by those who come after us. Perhaps the true legacy is not in what survives of us physically, but in the impact we have on those we meet, the love we share, and the moments we create. Reflect on this paradox. Our impermanence might be what makes our contribution so infinitely valuable. There is a quiet strength in accepting our mortality. When we confront the truth of our impermanence, we learn to let go of the trivial and hold tight to what truly matters. In that space, fear transforms into a gentle resolve, and ordinary days turn into gifts. The relentless march of time reminds us that every heartbeat is precious, a silent, soulful affirmation of life. Embrace it, and you may discover that mortality itself is the most profound teacher of all. Every life touches another, and death sends ripples through the fabric of time. The end of one story sparks new beginnings in the hearts of those left behind. Like drops in a still pond, our actions generate waves that continue far beyond our final breath. This interconnectedness is both humbling and inspiring, urging us to act with kindness, purpose, and love. In understanding our own fragility, we recognize the power we have to create lasting change. In the end, the certainty of death is not a curse, but a call to live fully, to love deeply, and to seek truth despite the impermanence of all things. Every end is a reminder that our time is limited, and thus every moment holds infinite value. Let this awareness guide you to embrace life with courage and wisdom. You are going to die, and that, perhaps, is exactly what makes your journey so miraculous. Thank you for sharing this reflection. May you carry this truth in your heart as you continue to create your own story.